Sophia, your husband hired you a caregiver and even cooks for you himself. You're so lucky. We're retired and have no kids. He has no one but me to fuss over.
Yeah, she's the only one I've got in this life.
Uncle, didn't you call a few days ago and say you transfer Ms. Zhou to me? Maya Zhao will soon give birth. She needs a senior caregiver.
Your aunt just had surgery too. She's weak and needs someone to care for her.
Jason Lee pays this caregiver. Of course his mother-in-law will put Maya first. Your aunt is awake, but if my daughter Maya has problems during recovery, can you afford to pay for it?
Jason Lee said he's the one paying for the caregiver. Leo, you.
Uncle, let me save some face. You're my real uncle. When Mom passed, you said you'd take care of me.
Haven't I helped you enough all these years?
Auntie, please think of the baby in my belly. If not, I'll get on my knees.
Maya's about to give birth and you're still treating her like this.
Fine. Megan needs more care, right? Miss Zhou, go with her.
That's the right way to think.
Megan, hurry.
Miss Zhou, Megan is the one you're caring for. Make them pay the $20,000 a month caregiver fee. If you and the company don't get paid, have a lawyer come collect the debt.
Uncle, must you humiliate me? I make $5,000 a month. I can't afford $20,000 a month.
We give you $10,000 a month. You should have some savings by now.
Megan spends $10,000 a month on travel and shopping. How much savings could I possibly have? Uncle, please. You've helped us all these years. What's one more thing?
If Maya's fiancé can't pay,
Say so if you can't afford it. I can hire you another one. Don't talk nonsense. It's only 20 grand. I make tens of thousands a month. This is nothing. I'll pay for Maya.
My son-in-law makes good money. Why would he take advantage of anyone? My own uncle, and you're this cheap. What a joke.
Uncle, you gave me the caregiver. I feel bad about it.
What is there to explain? You're not taking his food or money for free. Jason's paying.
Yes, I'll pay for it.
See? We're not short on cash.
fine. If money's no issue, do whatever you want.
Jason, my daughter had your baby. It's right that you spend money on her. Your uncle's being sarcastic.
Uncle, if my mom could see from heaven that you wouldn't even help with this, she'd be so disappointed. I'll cover the caregiver's fee.
Jason, forget it. You make tens of thousands a month. What caregiver can't you find?
Mom, you don't know. Miss Joyce is the best. I want the best for Maya.
Before they got married, I paid and pulled strings to help Jack save face. Now he's pushing it even further, using me as a stepping stone to show off.
Congratulations on your new home. A housewarming gift.
Jack, your uncle never smokes.
Uncle, next week Maya and her mom want to see the house I bought. Can I borrow your new place? Did you tell them I paid for it in full?
Jack.
Isn't that lying to Maya? That doesn't seem right.
Maya's mom said she won't let Maya suffer with me unless I have a home. Once I get my project bonus, I'll make a down payment right away. My uncle does odd jobs nearby, so I let him stay. Family is family. I couldn't bear to see them suffer.
Right, Uncle. We're just staying here temporarily.
Uncle, thanks for covering for me.
We're family. No need to be so formal, Jason. I've hit my purchase limit. Can you buy 5 more for me?
That's $850, including half of today's property fee. Uncle, scan my code. I want to marry Maya. But salary isn't high, so I have to watch pennies.
Well,
Uncle, a worker told me of an investment project. It costs 100 grand. Can you help me?
100 grand is no small amount.
Your retirement income is good. Help me make money so I can marry Maya Zhao. Uncle, we're family. If you won't help me, no one will. Thanks, Uncle. Maya Zhao, I've transferred 100,000 to you. Don't worry, I've got plenty of money.
Surgery is scheduled for early the day after tomorrow. All the rooms are full right now. Drive over early the day after tomorrow. Okay, thank you, doctor. Ethan, your aunt's having surgery early tomorrow. I'm really worried. Take a day off and come to the hospital with me.
I can't. They'll doc pay if I take leave. I have to take Maya Zhao to see her friend tomorrow morning. I can't get away. Just take a cab tomorrow morning. Hey, honey.
Aw.
Oh,
Susan,
You had surgery. How can you get out of bed by yourself?
you've worked so hard these past few days. I couldn't bear to wake you.
You were always like this with us old folks. Now you're making me pay for a caregiver. Susan just had surgery. But he acts like he doesn't even see it. All that love was for nothing.
Mr. Carter, look.
My son-in-law is your boss. Why are you asking them?
Victor, tell them yourself. His wife is about to have a baby, and he wants me to pay for a caregiver. Sophia had surgery, but he acted like nothing happened. The love I gave him was for nothing.
Mr. Thompson, look.
My son-in-law is your boss. Why are you asking them?
Victor, tell them yourself.
Uncle, I couldn't come when Anne had surgery. I know you're upset with me. Anne had no one after surgery. She felt hurt and miserable. I understand, but I had no choice. I didn't mean to.
Jake's company is strict about attendance.
What if someone
It would reflect badly on Uncle.
Yeah, Uncle. Auntie's recovering. Can sit up and eat now. Doctor says it's not serious. She'll be discharged.
Don't hold it against me. She's fine now, but that doesn't mean she didn't need care then.
I was wrong. Didn't I come to see Auntie? She needs rest, and too many people are noisy. Miss Joyce needn't stay here. Megan Carter is in her final trimester and may go into labor anytime. We don't know how to care for a mother, so why not have Miss Joyce look after her at home? It would
Right, Uncle. Helping your nephew is natural.
Uncle, you love me most. You wouldn't leave me hanging over a caregiver fee, would you?
Victor, do you really think I'm arguing with you because I can't spare the money? To be continued.
Of course not. Uncle, no one's been more generous to me. I hope you won't be stubborn. Help us out as a couple. I can focus on working and supporting the family.
Mr. Archer, it's your call.
All right, since you've asked, there's no reason for me to say no.
It's settled. I'll take Sister Zoe. You and Auntie rest and recover. We'll go.
That's more like it. Go on, don't let Maya wear herself out.
Auntie, it's a little something. Get plenty of rest. Sister Joe, what's standing around for?
Okay.
Junjia, once the baby's born, you and your uncle each have to buy my daughter a big gold bracelet to reward her.
Think I'm being too picky? Fine, just wait and see how picky I can be. Hey,
Ming's mom isn't well today. Uncle, Zhao Mingyao isn't either. I must stay home with her. I can't get—
Sir, ma'am, shall I call you a car?
no need. We already arranged for an old neighbor to pick us up.
Is this even our house anymore?
Uncle's back. My belly's too heavy, so I'm not getting up. Make yourselves at home. Uncle, take things to the room. Mom will sit here later.
Maya Zhao, I can't even leave something at home without being told what to do.
Uncle, why are you yelling? You'll scare the baby. I said it casually. You're too sensitive.
Your uncle didn't mean it that way.
I'm too sensitive?
Auntie, look at Uncle's face. He looks like someone owes him money.
Drink the fish soup while it's hot. What are you doing? I made this fish soup especially for Maya. She's pregnant and needs the nutrition. Shufan had surgery. She needs light meals, not tonics. You went shopping but didn't buy Meng Yao Zhao supplements. Meng Yao Zhao needs proper nutrition during pregnancy. You really don't care at all.
Shufan tired? Rest in your room. I'll make you food.
I'm fine.
Sister Zhou you hired is unprofessional. She only does basic caregiving, not laundry or cooking, as it's not her job.
What a waste of money.
You two aren't doing anything. Clean up the house.
Guilan, we just got back from the hospital, and you're making us work? Isn't that much?
Uncle, you've lived here since before I got married. We feed you and give you a place. Is it too much to
Meng Yao Zhao, that's unreasonable.
Fine, no problem. We'll pack up.
Old Chang,
My mom hasn't been sleeping well. She needs sunlight, so we moved your things there. Uncle, you don't mind, do you? Uncle, keep it down at home. Close doors softly and walk quietly. Don't disturb us when we're resting.
Okay, we'll be careful. To be continued.
Look at her, getting worked up and giving attitude. If she doesn't want to stay, she can leave.
Mom, don't get mad.
Old Chang, Maya Zhao is rude. How can you?
I'm just being polite first, no rush.
Mom. From now on, let them do the laundry and cooking. Look how dirty this floor is.
They're retired. They can't live in the big house for free. Make them work. We can save on a maid and spend that money on ourselves. Perfect.
Mom, you really think of everything. Heh heh heh.
Ha ha ha.
Now we'll have free maids. It's about time I got to live the good life.
Ha ha ha. They're easy to handle. As long as Jeremy asks, he'll agree to anything.
What? Are you okay, Sophie?
But Mom, I don't want to live with them forever.
Once we don't need them waiting on us, we'll say we need the room for the baby. They'll move out without a fuss.
This is outrageous. They live in our house, spend our money, and now they want to kick me out? Are we just supposed to let them bully us?
They're finished. At the baby's 1-month party, I'll expose them in front of everyone. We'll take back everything that belongs to us.
Auntie, my shoulders and back are sore. Come give me a massage.
Where's Miss Carter?
What time is it? She's already off work today. Uncle, don't sit around. The broom and mop are on the balcony. Clean up the house.
I can clean, but Sophie just got out of the hospital. She shouldn't overdo it. Go sit down. I'll handle it.
Ha ha ha. Uncle, you're blocking the TV. Get up.
Jason, they want your uncle.
Auntie, I bought Mia Dawson imported bird's nest. Stew it.
You.
With you to help, it'll be easier. Maya, look, imported from Indonesia, over 10 grand a pound.
These birds' nests are so expensive. I bet he didn't use his own money.
You can leave now.
I shouldn't have to feel so miserable in my own home.
I've supported Jason for all these years. This is the first time I've ever held it against him.
This.
Records of the bank's monthly transfers to Victor Lee. So far, they total 1.2 million. After we got married, he made excuses to get another 500,000.
Then why doesn't he use that money to hire Ms. Joe?
He used it all to bail out Mia Zhao's family. He's broke now.
That's why he's been mooching off our family.
And look at this. This is the health insurance he secretly bought for us.
If the insured dies from a serious illness or accident, the beneficiary of the payout is Victor Lee. What an ungrateful snake. We let him save face. But behind our backs, wants us dead.
Don't get worked up, Sophie. Our health is our own.
No one will care if we get sick with anger. We have to let everyone see their true colors.
Hello, Attorney Foster. This is Old Jung. I need you to help me prepare a lawsuit.
Who are you suing?
I'm suing my own nephew. I'm getting back every cent I've supported him with over the years. The papers will be served on the baby's 1-month celebration.
All right, don't worry. I'll prepare it right away.
I've had the bank cancel the automatic transfers to Leo.
Since he can make money, he can figure things out himself from now on.
I'm here to confirm the menu for the 1-month celebration with Miss Zhao. A meal at Starshine costs a fortune. We don't want it. Leave now.
Leo Lee, what are you doing?
He said I could decide. Why stress out? Don't wear yourself out.
My relatives are coming to Lee Junjia's 1-month banquet. If I lose face, I won't let it slide.
Everything must be the best. We don't settle for cheap.
Humph.
Mengyao's going into labor. Call an ambulance.
Auntie made sea cucumber chicken soup today. Here, Mingyao, try it. See how it tastes.
Your uncle and aunt have no manners. Maya just gave birth and didn't bring anything to visit.
Mom, don't worry,
Humph. At the baby's 1-month party, if they dare eat a bite of our food, throw them out right away. Your fourth uncle and aunt have been waiting for you.
Maya, this 1-month party is really nice. It must have cost a fortune.
Not bad. One meal is only 80 grand. My son-in-law can afford it.
Yes, Mom's right.
That's not expensive.
Maya, I only met Jason once at the wedding. Looking at him now, he's as handsome as a TV star.
My husband's handsome and makes great money. He hired a top caregiver, 20 grand monthly.
This is crab.
Why is it so huge? King crab, 1,500 each. We eat it often.
What? 1,500? Oh my gosh.
My daughter lives in the most upscale part of town. They're not short on money.
Everyone's here. Let's eat.
Victor, why didn't you invite us to the baby's 1-month party?
What are they doing here?
Auntie, you're recovering. You can't eat greasy food. Didn't takeout arrive at your place? Why come here?
Victor, this is for you.
Thanks, Uncle. Auntie, have a seat.
We didn't pay or help with this baby banquet. We can't just eat and drink for free.
Uncle, do you think I'm like that? Sit.
We'll sit here. Sitting up front would be too conspicuous. Victor, enjoy it while you can.
To be continued.
So thick. Your uncle knows he was wrong and came to make amends.
Take it home and count it.
People can't just come around and freeload when someone else is doing well. They need to act right the rest of the time too. Trying to win Victor over with a little sweetness? No way.
Victor has such a bright future.
It's obvious these two just came to mooch off him.
Huh?
You're really taking this too far.
Jay,
Uncle, family, what's mine is yours. I won't fuss over it.
Jay, daughter gave you a son. Instead of caring for her and boy, why worry about outsiders?
Jay, who's the outsider in this family? Jay, your aunt and I paid for this house in full. When are you going to pay us back?
Uncle, you don't talk nonsense.
Which one of you is Mr. J. Lee?
Huh?
Junjie, who is this?
I'm Attorney Fawn. I'm here today to serve you a debt notice.
The house is worth 1.2 million in total. Uncle, what are you doing?
We bought that. What do you mean, give it back?
Having poor relatives is bad luck. You lie through your teeth all day.
Uncle, let's talk outside.
Mr. Lee, are you paying up now or going to court?
Megan, you still don't know. I send Jason money every month. All the money you took from him was mine.
Uncle, let's talk somewhere else.
I paid for the new house in full too. Jason only makes $5,000 a month. He couldn't afford a house.
Didn't you say he made tens of thousands a month?
How make less than my son?
Uncle,
You don't need to call me uncle anymore. I want every last cent you took from me back.
Being called out for debt is humiliating. Did her uncle pay for this month-long banquet too?
Uncle, are you senile? When did I ever take money from you?
Who are you trying to fool? How could an old man have that much money?
Yeah, you wouldn't even help pay for a caregiver. Now you're trying to extort us? You should sue them.
Am I extorting you, or are you refusing to pay what you owe? Maya Reed, open that red envelope and you'll see.
Huh? The red envelope.
Why does Uncle want it back?
I'll find a way. Many people are here today. Don't embarrass me.
Speak louder. Maya and your mother-in-law can't hear you.
Jason, let me see what it is.
Maya.
That's all money.
Maya, I'll make it up to you later.
Maya, and this is yours. Come take a closer look.
Uncle, if you keep this up, I'm calling someone.
Good. Then there'll be more people to speak up for me.
All you have to do is sign it. If you return the property on time, Mr. Archer may let you off.
Maya Marsh.
It doesn't even have an official seal.
It's fake. Uncle, are you desperate? Did you come to make money off us?
Ah.
The names on the property deed say Junjie and me. How belong to you?
Yes, that's right. What's going on?
These are just preliminary documents.
Come on, Uncle. Stop embarrassing yourself here.
TSK, TSK, TSK.
Mr. Lee, please move out of Mr. Chang's house within 5 days. No extensions.
The deed is in Maya Zhao's name. We're not moving.
I've never given my deed to anyone.
So it really is her uncle's house. I thought Maya's family was loaded.
What's going on? Isn't the deed with us?
To be continued.
What's going on? Isn't the deed with us?
Yours is a fake deed by Mr. Lee. This one's real.
Don't talk nonsense. Uncle, tell everyone now that everything you said is false. I'll give everything back within 3 months.
Everything I said is true. If any of it is false, I'll take legal responsibility.
Uncle,
We came to this nice place for a baby's first month feast. But you used someone else's money to play big shot.
Uncle, what exactly do you want?
We've lived here so long. This house is already ours. You're just stirring up trouble.
It's just a certificate. Who knows if you had it reissued today? We don't accept it.
Uncle, you could have shown the proof anytime, but you chose today to humiliate me in public.
The ownership is clearly stated in writing. You can't deny it or argue your way out of it.
Lies. They're all lies.
If you keep throwing a tantrum like this, we'll call security.
Ethan. You've gone too far.
Uncle. After all that fuss, you just want to claim the house for yourself, don't you?
Uncle, I'm already letting you live here. Does it really matter whose name is on the deed? Go home with Auntie. We'll talk when we get back. Uncle, don't make this harder for me.
Say it right here.
Uncle, I put a lot into this house too, and besides. Uncle, if you make trouble, don't blame me for throwing you out.
We raised you for all these years, and this is what you learned? No respect for your elders?
Didn't pay a dime, yet want to live here? Get out of here.
I'll say it one more time. Mr. Carter bought this house.
You don't get to speak here. Don't throw your weight around with that lousy notebook.
That's right. This house is ours.
Old Zhang, they're being unreasonable. We.
Shufan, don't be afraid, I'm here.
Yeah.
Move out within 5 days. Otherwise, I'll see you in court.
I can't sign this. What my uncle said isn't true. This house can only be ours. Uncle, go home. Stop joking around.
I'm not joking.
Uncle, what did we ever do to you? Why are you making such a scene at the baby's 1-month party?
We may not have given Junji life, but we raised him. But after his aunt got out of the hospital, not only did he not care, he even tried to throw us out.
Junjie, you've really broken your aunt's heart.
Everyone here is family. If you were treated like this, wouldn't you be heartbroken too?
Sigh.
You really are in the wrong. How can you make things hard for them when the elders are sick?
Uncle, you believe everything he says? Back, I let them move into the smaller spare room. They must have been upset, so they twisted the facts to grab the house.
Here's the genuine property deed.
Bullshit.
You don't have to move out, but pay me $10,000 a month in rent and cover utilities and management fees.
Uncle,
You said yourself you wouldn't take advantage of me. Going back on your word now?
We're the owners of this house. You should be paying us.
Fine, let's call the registry office. We'll know once we ask.
Uncle. If you move back into your old room, that's fine. No need to call.
Call them. What am I afraid of?
That house belongs to my son. No one can just take it.
The number you dialed is busy.
Uncle, does anyone even care about you?
Maya, you.
The property registry called back.
Attorney Foster, pick up.
This is Attorney Foster. I need the property records under Mr. James Carter's name.
The property registered under Mr. James Carter is at 1802 Trinity Road. Isn't that
The house Maya lives in?
Jason, you. You actually used a fake ID to fool me.
Uncle, stop messing around. I'm not.
Instead of wasting time on this, think about where you'll live in 5 days.
I only failed to take care of you once. Do you really have to drive us out?
Uncle, we only used your caregiver. You agreed to it.
Yes, I did agree to let you have the caregiver.
Under the agreement, employer changed to Mr. Justin Lee in February. The service fee is $60,000, due at term end. Pay it in full immediately. The service agreement has the special care company's official seal. Mr. Lee agreed to it on the day of the change.
When did I ever agree to that?
I said yes offhand. This agreement doesn't.
All the amendment paperwork is complete. Mr. Lee confirmed it willingly at the time.
People should keep their word. Even if not for me, you should at least pay Sister Joe.
Why are you panicking? We never said we wouldn't pay.
Exactly. We just forgot, that's all.
Forgot? This whole table must cost $5,000. There are 15 tables in all. Such a fancy reception hall. Must have cost tens of thousands. How could you afford all this? If you had this kind of money, why didn't you pay the caregiver agency?
This was a discount the company offered a while back.
The bill was paid the day before yesterday. The dishes were booked a week before the baby was born.
That's just a coincidence.
Paid in full. Charged to my card. The payer's phone number ends in 4398. Do I need to spell it out?
I thought you were generous. Turns out you're spending someone else's money.
If that's true, that's utterly humiliating.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I have my own money.
You're still pretending to be rich at a time like this. Then go ahead and pay the caregiver's fee.
I never said I wouldn't pay. I'm handling important business. What's wrong with paying later? Uncle. We're family. But you're taking a caregiver's side. What exactly is your relationship?
What relationship? Your aunt was sick in the hospital with no one to care for her. Ms. Joy stayed by her side and took great care of her.
Mr. Carter.
When your aunt was at her weakest, you took Ms. Joy away by force to care for Mia. You should be the one paying this money.
Jason, that was unfair of you. Always trying to take advantage.
I left you money when I left. Haven't I done enough?
You can pay 20 grand a month for a caregiver, but you won't pay us this little bit?
Since money's no issue for you, then pay up already.
If we don't, what are you gonna do, huh?
Then you'll be legally liable.
Uncle, quit trying to scare us.
Uncle. You go ahead. I'll handle this after it's over, okay?
There's another line here. If payment is overdue, an additional 20% late fee will be charged.
20%? That's over 10 grand.
A one-sided contract. Only an idiot would honor it.
The moment you took Zoe away, the replacement agreement took effect. Like it or not, you have to agree.
We have no money.
That's right. We're broke.
Didn't you say Justin makes tens of thousands a month? Why are you crying poor now?
You can afford all this food and still say you're broke?
Ethan, where's the money you made?
I put everything I earned into the kids' education fund. Uncle, you never think of me. I do think about the kid.
Our little treasure is the lucky one.
An education fund. You gave it away just to look generous, didn't you?
How could I?
Then where did this new car come from?
To be continued.
Uncle, how did you know?
Let's not get into that yet. You think I'm being petty? Today we're settling the money once and for all.
I've seen Mia's younger brother driving this car. He said his brother-in-law gave him this new car. 200 grand.
Uncle, I lent it to her brother. That doesn't count.
This car is registered under Mia's brother's name.
That doesn't count. Uncle, stop picking on me.
Your aunt got sick and you left her $200, then turned around and gave someone a $200,000 car. And I'm the one picking a fight?
That's his wife's brother. Who my son-in-law gives it to is his business. Can you compare?
Old Zhang is his real uncle.
Auntie, stop it. We're family, and you're still keeping score with me. What kind of uncle are you?
Victor.
What are you doing?
Victor's the only one in our family who earns money. If you hurt him, what will we do?
Say one more word of nonsense, and I'll hit you too.
Uncle. With so many people here, stop pushing me.
Pay back the money. I won't pressure you again.
Victor, don't hold it against your uncle. He's still your elder.
Does being an elder mean he can demand money from me in public? You're his accomplice too.
Mr. Lee, please show some respect.
Uncle. I make tens of thousands a month. It's not like I can't afford it.
After all these years of working, you've made millions.
And you're still spending your uncle's money.
When your aunt needed surgery, you said you were too busy to drive her to the hospital, but you had time. To take Jade Dream to see her friends? She was in so much pain at night, she couldn't sleep. I'm old and couldn't take proper care of her. We hired a caregiver, and you took her away for free. When you fell into the lake as a child, your aunt risked her life to save you, but it left her with lasting health problems. She treated you well, didn't she?
Don't guilt trip me. We've been good to you all these years. We're even.
That's right. I even bought you insurance and planned for your retirement. Uncle, you should be grateful.
But it was the cheapest accident and critical illness policy, and you were the beneficiary of the big payout.
Uncle, you snooped through my private stuff?
Isn't that basically wishing us dead?
You claimed it was for our retirement, but you were only looking out for yourself.
When old, they get sick. I did this for own good.
Yeah, I only got insured on the side. I didn't think much of it.
You even used a favor as leverage. Have you got no conscience?
Uncle, what are you doing?
I'm only here to do one thing. Settle the score with you.
Uncle, when did you become so petty?
When I gave without asking for anything, did you ever show any gratitude? I won't be your sucker anymore. Attorney Fang, make him pay the caregiver fees himself right now.
Mr. Lee, the caregiving agency retained me. You must transfer payment to this card immediately.
Fine. Isn't it a few $1,000s? I can still afford it.
What?
Uncle, why is no money on this card?
Didn't you say you could afford it? Why use someone else's money?
So self-righteous, yet you're still just a parasite.
Uncle. You don't want the child to suffer with us at such a young age, do you?
Don't hold it against me. We're family. Let's live well together.
I'm old and useless. I'm too petty to be of any help to you.
No, I clearly still had some money. How could it be zero?
You're a father now. It's shameful that you can't even come up with a few thousand.
This card has a balance. There's money in it. What's going on? There's clearly money. Why can't I use it?
Because I had that card frozen.
Why?
That was my card. It had emergency money set aside for you. But you don't deserve to use it now.
You all teamed up to mess with me on purpose.
Mess with you? Since the whole family's here, let's show everyone just how capable Jason Lee really is.
Uncle, you.
You spent $200,000 on furniture for Mia Zhao's family, gave her brother $100,000 for his wedding last year. And that new car just now. Whoa, that's no small amount.
They're married, so it's shared property. What's wrong with spending it?
You're being completely unreasonable.
Uncle, we don't have the money. Go after whoever spent it.
Zoe, Jay, with all these people watching, you still won't admit you're wrong? How disgraceful.
Whatever he says goes.
Whose side are you on anyway? Fine if you can't pay it back. Let's leave it to the authorities.
Uncle, don't do this.
Junjai, weren't you denying it? Let them investigate when they get here.
Investigate what?
Investigate it properly. How much money have you taken from me all these years? And how many years do you think you'll get?
Uncle! The baby's only a month old. Can you bear to let him grow up without a father?
You're bullying me. My own uncle is trying to drive his own nephew to death.
We never owed you. Why pay you back?
You have no shame.
You don't have children. I let you experience the joy of being parents.
So what?
Uncle, you're making a big deal out of some old debts. Aren't you just putting me in a tough spot?
We never meant to make it hard for you. You're the ones being greedy.
Junji, if you really saw us as family, you wouldn't be so cold-hearted to us.
You two vampires, get out.
Ow.
How dare you lay a hand on my client?
To be continued.
If you do it again, you'll be charged with causing trouble.
Champion, from the day you were born, we never laid a finger on you. And now that we're old, you're hitting us?
What a sin.
If you hadn't forced us, we never would have brought this up with you.
What the hell have you two done?
Maya Zhao. I'm ashamed for you both.
And you're calling others frauds? You're the ones who stole someone else's home. Whose side are you on, anyway?
If Mr. Zhang hadn't shown us the evidence piece by piece, we'd all still be in the dark.
Grace, their lawyer is right here. They're not asking you to pay extra. Be grateful.
He only gave it because he wanted to. Otherwise, would my son-in-law ever get it? Ethan, say something.
Uncle, I know I was wrong. I'll do whatever you say. I'll take good care of you from now on.
I've said all I needed to say. Now you know you were wrong, too late.
How could that be? How could my son-in-law be broke?
Ethan, you have 2 months. Pay back every cent you owe me. And move out of my house. Sophia Zhao, do you think Ethan is the only one I'll settle scores with?
This has nothing to do with me. I didn't take your money.
Uncle, look at my child.
He's still so young. I can't let anything happen to me.
If you hadn't been so arrogant back then, you'd be happy now, in the end.
Your greed brought this. Give back the money you took. Don't stay stubborn.
No. I spent it all. I can't come up with it.
Starting today. If, within the deadline, you fail to repay the debt and vacate the house, I will represent Mr. Chan in filing a formal lawsuit against you.
Ah. Ah.
You brought this on yourselves. Jun, from now on, we are no longer family. We're strangers from this day forward. We have nothing to do with each other.